Hello and welcome, my name is Charlotte and I am the High Heel Stitcher here on Flosstube and on Instagram. Welcome or welcome back. This is my Flosstube channel all about my cross stitch and my cross stitch journey. I don't know what Flosstube number this is, 70 something. It is currently the 1st of April 2026 at about 5:30 in the evening, so April Fool's Day. There's been a few that I've seen around on Facebook, so yes, it's been just over 2 weeks since my last video and I have 5 projects to show you. So let's get straight into it. These are in no particular order, just gonna go with them. So I've had no new starts, yay. I have made 3 months so far with no new starts, which is very good. I'm quite happy with that, so yes. Let's start off with, where are we? There we are. Let's start off with Partridge in a Pear Tree by Joan Elliott. This one was gifted to me by the lovely Jen, not cross Jen. And this is where we are with it. All my projects are currently still in the Q snaps, so there we are. I have done more of this, of the chickens, the 3 French hens, and I moved down and I started filling in this big block. I was running out of days to do my stitchy challenge for March, which was 1091 stitches, so I decided that I needed to find some block stitching, and this was a nice big block, so I was mostly working in that, but I did fill in a little bit of my 3 French hens, and I did manage to complete the 1091 stitches in March. This is one that I have been working on the last couple of days. I think I am going to keep this one out and see if I can get my 1091 stitches in for April. I'm hoping to fully finish my 3 French hens and move down and hopefully fill in the block, because down here will be the start of the partridge. Yes, really happy, really love stitching this one. This is 32 count, I think silver grey fabric. It is an even weave, so in total in March Partridge got 3 stitchy days, a total of 1129 stitches, which is a total of 8005 stitches put into this project so far, not including the back stitch. My next project that I have progress on is my Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. I will put up a picture because I can't find my cover page here, and where it looked at before. And this is where we are now. Let me see if I can find my board. So this got 2,730 stitches. The goal was 2,727, so I managed 3 additional stitches over my target. I stitched a bit more up over here, and mostly it was stitched up. Oh no, I think I did this bit as well, a little bit here, but it was mostly this side. This is an 18 count Blood Moon Ada by KLT Charting, stitched with DMC 704. You can see my little stag up here coming along really happy with that. So yes, that was 2,730 stitches. In total there is 13,810 in this project so far. It took 4 days for me to hit my target, and it went from 14.34% to 17.87%. Pandemic was started on the 13th of October 2020, so this one is going to be 6 years old this year, which I'm not really happy. It's my second oldest project, so I want to get a good chunk of it done. Partridge in a Pear Tree was started on the 15th of December 2020, so it's coming up to 6 years at the end of the year as well. Again, it shouldn't be that far. I shouldn't have it as a project that long. Anyway, my next progress picture will be my Middle Earth map. This is a heaven and earth design. My goal for this month was to do 3,273, and I managed 3,287, and that took 9 stitchy days to do. So I am so close to finishing this page, which I think is page number 7, but will be my second page finish. It's just this little bit here that I need to fill in, and that page will be completed. I was hoping to get it done in March, but I just did not have the capacity, the mental capacity to stitch, because that's all confetti. So, this is stitched 28 count 1/1 full cross. I am planning to get another 3,273 stitches in this month, so I should definitely get that page finish and a good chunk of the next page done as well. So yes, in total there is 17,809 stitches in this project done so far, and it went from 9.58% to 11.74%, so I've hit that 10% mark. This one was started on the 11th of May 2020, so it is my oldest WIP, and in the almost 6 years it has been in progress, I've only done 17,809, so I need to get some good progress done on it. I'll do this one next. Ooh. My next project is my travel project, one that I take out with me when I go to stitchy meetups and that, and it is Feathers by Bothy Threads. This only got 1 stitchy day in for a total of 311 stitches. I have swapped the fabric out on this, and I worked more. That is his bum. So this bit just ran. So yes, I swapped the fabric out on this. So it was supposed to be a 14 count speckly Ada, but this is an 18 count The Grass is Greener by KLT Charting, because I do not do 14 count Ada, and I absolutely love how this is looking on there. My little needle minder from Kim's KLT Starchy Day Retreat, and this horse one was from Dekai Designs. Tickets are on sale for the next KLT Charting Stitchy Day, which is the 30th of May. This ground guard is new, part of my haul, and it's dragons. Absolutely love dragons, so you want to see my back? Really happy with that. I think our next meetup is on the 18th of April, I think, maybe. So that will probably come out then. Again, it's mostly only getting one day a month, so not the best, but progress is progress. Then the last project I worked on was my focus for a finish in March to get 2,000 stitches on, and it was Shiver My Timbers by Hillis. I know I showed this one a couple of weeks ago. I did manage to pull it out again and do the missing 500 stitches that I needed to hit my target. So in total I did 2,084 stitches on this over a course of 7 days. There is 2,591 stitches in this in total. So this one will actually come out of the Nurge now that it's had its full 2,000 stitches in, and will be put away until it gets pulled again. So I did his little pirate flag, and I came down and did some more of the snow there. So really, I think I did a little bit more in his hat as well. I'm still debating whether or not I will do the writing. I will probably do the writing, but I'm not doing the random snowflakes. This is a 32 count vintage grey marble by Zweigart. I just love how cute he is. Yes. And that is all the stitchy progress I have had in March and the last 2 weeks. Yes, so I've had no new starts and no finishes, so I came into the month with 30 projects and I'm finishing the month with 30. I managed to hit all 4 of my stitchy targets for March, which I am really so happy about. Really happy about that. And in total, so I stitched 24 out of 31 days, no starts, no finishes. I worked on 5 projects in March and did 9,541 stitches, which is the most I have done in a very long time. The retreat generally does always give me that boost, my stitchy bug back, so hopefully it can continue into April. In a couple of days we do have a 4-day weekend, so I am hoping to get some decent stitching in then. So Sarabi does have a vet appointment Saturday morning. She's got a pre-op because we are going to get her spayed soon, so we've got that meeting coming in. So because I managed to finish complete my goal of the 2,000 stitches for my focus on a finish, I get to pull another chest. So I have my chests here in my lovely Lucy bag. It was handmade. So if you are new here, I have 10 of these chests that I have put 10 projects in, which will be a focus for a finish. So I 10 projects that are least amount of stitches to a project. Each month I will pick a chest, and that is the project that will be my focus for a finish in that month. So January I pulled 1 ring to rule them all by Sack of Stitches. I did not get my 2,000 done. February I pulled my Shiver My Timbers, but February was an absolute write-off. So I didn't get any stitching in my focus that month, so that one rolled over to March and I managed my 2,000. So let's pull a chest. I'm sorry if it's rattling so much and if you're on headphones, so let's just pick one. So here we are. And we have Christmas Jumper Duo. This is by KLT Charting. Let me see if I can grab it. It will be... Where will you be? Here we are. So I will be putting 2,000 stitches into my Christmas Jumper Duo, which is Ollie Owl and Presley Penguin wearing their Christmas jumpers of each other. So cute. This is stitched on a piece of 18 count or 16 count. I believe it's Peace on Earth by KLT Charting, which was a Advent exclusive from a few years ago, and it's in desperate need of an iron, but that is as far as we have got. So we have started, where are we? We've started Presley's jumper and Ollie's hat. I believe this was started as a challenge piece from one of Kim's games quite a few years ago. So it should be, I should get some decent progress on that. I do love her Ollie and Presley charts. Yes, I'm really happy with that. So we'll pull them out. That'll be good for Myth that is coming up, because it's nice block stitching. So probably won't get finished. I think there's like 4,000-ish stitches on there. So that gets moved. My Shiver My Timbers gets put back into the bag. And that's that done. So plans for April: 2,000 stitches on my Focus for Finish, my Christmas Jumper Duo, and then just my normal Middle-earth map will hopefully get 3,273 stitches, Pandemic 2,727, and my Partridge will have the 1,091 stitches. Yeah, just mind blank. I believe the next round of Myth won't be a normal round. I believe it will be the Rumble. So that will be good however many days of stitching, and I think that starts on either the 13th or the 20th this month. So hopefully we'll get some good stitchy progress in there. I will try and get my Middle-earth map stitching done before then, because I don't know how long we're going to be in the Rumble. So if I can get my Middle-earth map stitching done before, and then have Pandemic and my Christmas Jumper Duo ready for that. Moving on to haul, and then we'll do a quick life update. So I did get that grime guard that you saw, and it can't travel alone, so I also got the matching little scissor case from Kim at KLT Charting. I also picked up my Retreat needle minder. I should have opened these bags before. Which was the 2026 Southampton Retreat. And the background of this is the exclusive fabric from the Retreat, and that's the same with the scissor fob. Now that I've shown you, I can start using them. I know I shouldn't be having that much haul, and I don't actually have that much. I am waiting for a little bit of fabric to arrive because I did buy some Brit dye, because I am planning to dye some fabric for my Cleopatra Bella Filipina, if it turns out right. If not, I'll just use the fabric that I already have. Vinted is being... I'm trying to avoid Vinted at the moment because there is lots of decent stitchy stuff on there, and I did manage to grab this full Bothy Threads kit, which is called Birds of a Feather. Somebody had this on there for 10 quid. So I was like, yes please. And because I had some money in my balance, the actual amount that I physically paid for this was only 49p. But I'm counting the full amount against my stitch from Stash. Speaking of, my stitch from Stash balance. So I start of the month was £85.15. I get a £20 budget. I spent £150.95 this in March. Most of it was at the retreat. I did manage to de-stash some stuff at the retreat and on eBay and on Vinted. The de-stash came to £78.74, which means I have a carried forward figure of £32.94. So I'm still good. I am still good, which I'm really happy about. April should be pretty much a no or really low buy month, but then May, I've got the Bella retreat, and I have very little self-control. But that's all that I've got in the last couple of weeks, is the kit and a little bit of that. So yes, life update. Shall we go life update? Not a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks. We had the Stitchy meetup last week, and last weekend, which was really good. First time back at Make since I think November, because they closed for a refurb. That was really nice to have that. Today on my lunch break I had my first outing to Costco, which was dangerous, but it was in a work lunch break, so we had to be quick, so I did not go crazy, which I'm quite happy about. But I got a massive tub of pretzels now, so they should last me a while. Again, thank you all for the kind words and the well wishes for myself and Daryl. He's doing better, still not brilliant, but we're taking it each day as it comes. So yes, I think that's me done. We've not not done a huge amount in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, just it is what it is. Trying to just getting through the days now. So I am so behind on Flosstubes. I have not watched. I'm still trying to catch up with everyone's Flosstubes from February. I haven't really watched much in the last 2 weeks. We've started rewatching the Spartacus series on Netflix, and it's quite distracting. So yes, but yeah, no shout outs. I've really not been watching that much. I do need to go back to watching it. Otherwise it's just gonna get too much and very overwhelming. So yes, I hope you are all keeping safe and well and keeping busy, getting in those stitches, and I will hopefully see you in a couple of weeks for my mid-month update. Speak soon. Bye.